The Hunter Biden corruption scandal deepens as Representative James Comer of Kentucky of the House Oversight Committee continues deepening his probe into the shady finances of the Biden family. For years, President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, has traveled the world with his hat in hand, begging for money from various international business leaders and heads of state. Hunter apparently made no distinction between friend or foe. The first son was an equal opportunity exploiter. On the one hand, he was taking gobs of cash from Ukraine. And on the other hand, Hunter received a constant stream of money from America's most significant challenger, China. While we should be concerned about Hunter's role in Ukraine, given how seriously the United States and its allies have courted nuclear war with Russia over the future of Ukraine, Americans should be more concerned about how compromised by China Hunter Biden is. What's more, according to Representative Comer's investigation, it's now more than just Hunter who's involved. Suspicions have abounded that both Hunter's father, the President of the United States, as well as Hunter's uncle have been involved in these illicit deals. Now it looks like many more members of the Biden family were receiving cash from Hunter Biden and his associates involved in whatever suspicious international business practices Hunter was engaged in. Hallie Biden is the widow of Beau Biden, Joe Biden's other son, who previously served as the United States Army captain during the Iraq War and was a successful district attorney in Delaware. It was believed that Beau Biden would rise to become the Biden who made it to the White House. Alas, Beau's life was cut short by a horrific bout of brain cancer. Well, at the time she had received that money, Hallie Biden was dating her brother-in-law, Hunter. The chances are Hallie was not involved in the family business while Beau was alive. Her weird dalliance with Hunter, again, her brother-in-law, likely led her to becoming part of whatever illicit dealings he was engaged in. The evening the news broke about Hallie's involvement with Chinese money via Hunter and his business associate, Rob Walker, President Joe Biden was having dinner with Hallie in Delaware. How much do you want to bet that President Biden wasn't only visiting his daughter-in-law to reminisce about Beau and enjoy a nice cooked meal? He was likely coaching her about how to respond to the crisis and reassuring her. Interestingly, the Chinese funny money moved between Walker's account and those of the Biden family members, while Joe Biden was still VP, according to the New York Post. For all the talk about how Hunter Biden was an isolated incident, or that the Republicans are just making up the claims about Hunter, it's obvious that this is a significant problem. More importantly, every single member of the Biden family is somehow implicated in these activities, and the claims that Joe Biden was receiving 10% of all those transactions become more disturbing. The Chinese energy firm that was supplying the Biden family with their money, CEFC China Energy, was a key player in China's ongoing Belt and Road Initiative, the BRI. This is President Xi Jinping's plan to connect China with the rest of Eurasia and Africa via land and maritime routes that would allow for China to not be as reliant on trade routes, which the United States Navy can threaten to deny China in the event of a geopolitical crisis between the two great powers. The BRI has been a passion project for President Xi. It's China's attempt to rewrite the international order by fundamentally changing their region to be more reflective of China and its interests. So CEFC China is more than just a gas company. It's a key player in a critical endeavor. By purchasing the cooperation and indeed loyalty of key American politicians such as Joe Biden, the Chinese ensure that the Americans will not get too much of their way as they seek to gobble up the world. Just look at how empowered China has gotten since Biden was inaugurated in January 2021. Their economy continues to grow despite the COVID-19 lockdowns and the collapse of one of their largest lenders, Evergreen. Xi Jinping has secured another term as supreme leader of China. Meanwhile, China continues bullying its neighbors, all while the United States, under Biden, weakens China's neighbor and frenemy, the Russian Federation, in the Ukraine war. It is true that President Biden has said some hawkish things about China, yet he continues pulling his punches with that nation. Why is this so? As the United States dithers on whether to accommodate or deter China's rise, the People's Republic of China gets stronger. Beijing flagrantly moves against the United States and its allies in the region, too. Now, the Republican-controlled Congress is intensively examining every aspect of the Biden family finances, and what they're finding would make any scandal that the Trump family supposedly engaged in while in office pale in comparison. The investigation has ensnared the Biden's daughter-in-law, the widow of his beloved Beau, mother to his grandchildren. The House Republican investigation has found evidence implicating other members of the Biden family as well. The story of Chinese malfeasance as it relates to Hunter Biden's business activities is truly frightening, and we're only just seeing the surface of this deep story. There are still many moves for President Biden to make to try to complicate the House investigation, especially if the investigation risks destroying his family. If everything that's being said about Biden is, in fact, true, then he and his family are beholden to a rival foreign power, and their secret is about to be revealed by the House GOP. How far would President Biden go to protect his son, his daughter-in-law, the rest of his family, and himself? The answer to that just might tear the republic apart.